but I want you to be um, diligent enough to check on the content ng mga materials. So, meron pa akong ipopost. Medyo nagka-problema lang kanina sa office kaya hindi ma-post yung other materials. But since we're going to discuss lesson 2, we will have to look at the project management subject or course in a more wider perspective. No? So basically, project management is focusing only on certain task activities, process, no? Yun yung mga binabanggit natin ng mga components, concepts related to project management. Okay? So, I will not ask you what is definition or textbook definition or functional definition of the project management or a project. No, I want you to know it by heart. And later on, if there is a problem, there is there is an assessment to be given in the future, you're not able to, you will be able to answer it immediately na without looking at notes or googling it. So yun yung gusto ko sanang mangyari. So yung materials, no, basically yung materials na yan, mga 2-liner, 3-liners na definition, pero it is more than that, no? So basically, hindi lang dapat yung definition is route memory, no? It should be functional definition as if you experience it already. Okay, so I want you to open your camera. No? I still can't open my camera here. No problem. Okay, open nyo and I want you to take the... Sino ba yung ating class, photographer? Ano ba tayong class photographer? Problem with me. Sino yung pwedeng kumuha ng ating picture? Parang may nahirapan ako dito mag-set up sa Teams, no? Okay. So, sino pwedeng kumuha? Is John, Carlo here, ready?
Sir, ako na lang daw po
Ikaw na
muna.
lang? Ikaw na
Opo.
lang. Sige. So, mga susunod, yung bang...
Mag-open na lang po kayo ng account, guys.
Mas set up.
Okay na po ba?
Mawala yung aking camera. Anyway, sige. Ayun.
May nag-open pa po eh. Kaya na po.
Sige.
Okay na po, sir.
Sige.
Okay, guys. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Smell down, smell.
Wait. Send ko na lang po sa GC, sir.
Sige ha, send sa GC. Saka, gawa ka ng Teams folder, no? For attendance or for the screenshots, no? Ito naman automatic na pwede nyo i-download yung recording. I think may nagkakaroon ng recording after this. Okay, automatic. Okay, thank you.
Okay pa.
Okay, let's go to work, no? Go to our para makatipid tayo ng bandwidth, we have to close our camera and then listen to what I'm going to say. And if you have question, please, I want you to be more proactive. Sana para mas makilala ko rin kayo. And then also, we will learn a lot. Okay. Medyo bagal yung ating tayo ng content connection. Sorry. Going to look for my files. Actually, if you happen to open the Teams, no, you have the material there in the class, in the folder for the class material. Okay. So, open natin yung file. Just for this delay, almost a minute delay or okay. So, sabi natin material. Project management. There are presentations. So, lesson 2 and 3, we will try to finish this. Okay? And if you read your instructional manual, no, I posted it also in the Teams. I want you to be more participative, no, in the class, no? Especially if you know, if you want to know something, medyo kailangan confirm, please do so. Yung problem natin ngayon, marami tayong reklamo pero hindi naman natin pinapractice. Sana we communicate directly to me. For me, ano, concerned kayo doon sa lesson, you have to ask me. Pwede naman lahat din yung nakakaalam. Okay, so natin. Okay, nakikita niyo ba? PowerPoint presentation.
Yes po, sir.
So let's go to lesson 2. Hindi pa natin na-discuss to, I assume, no? Kasi medyo matagal din ako nawala, no? Just to share with you my experience with the workshop seminar that I have. No, it's really part of my project management. Yung workshop consultation na ginawa namin sa PAEPE. No? PAEPE is actually it's an association of extension implementers. We say extension implementers. In the university, there is a group called extensionists. Just give you a brief overview of extension as we relate it to project. Ang extension kasi isang mandate yan ng university. So, ang pinaka-primary mandate ng university is to give knowledge, di ba? Turuan kayo, turuan yung mga estudyante. So, isang aspect yan, scholarship. Yung pagtuturo. Pangalawa, yung university dapat meron siyang function na kung ano man yung pwede niyang i-share sa community, dapat gawin niya yun sa pamamagitan ng magtuturo rin. No? Pero yung beneficiary niya, hindi tulad nyo, no? Na may means kayo para makapag-aral. So yung binibigyan ng pansin dito, yung mga marginalized, yung underprivileged, yung hindi nakakapag-aral, yung mga nasa labas ng academic community, lalo sa mga barangay. So, nagbibigay tayo ng tinatawag natin extension project, extension activity, mostly training. No? So, yun yung isang mandate niya. Another mandate is research. No? So, research is done for us to improve knowledge, no? To add knowledge, no? Pero related sila lahat. No? Okay, nag-aaral kayo, gagawa kayo ng research. Okay? Yung mga professor, yung mga administrative personnel, gumagawa rin niya ng research. Required din silang gumawa ng research at yung research nila pwedeng gawing extension project. Okay? So yun yung relationship yung sinasabi ko doon sa tinatenan ko last week. O hindi ko kayo na-meet last week. But it helps also, no, in the broadening of the perspective with regards to project and in the implementation of a certain activity. So right now, let's go to this lesson 2. There's a mention here of key elements, no? Process knowledge areas and interaction between project, program, and portfolio management. So right now, if you're going to look at the broader portion, no, of project, we have to look into not only project management, but yung tinatawag nating program and portfolio management. Okay. Kapag gumawa kayo ng isang development activity, meaning development, meaning ito yung pinapaunlad yung buhay ng tao sa isang lugar, sa isang society, sa isang region, city, town, barangay. You're doing something na a portfolio management. Ibig sabihin, meron kang tinitingnan ng mga aspeto ng pagpapaunlad, lalo na sa komunidad, sa pamamagitan ng pagtuturo sa kanila. For example, gagawa ka ng isang programa na makatulong. Halimbawa, ano ba yung target natin? Yung NEDA, meron silang tinatawag na Sustainable Development Goals na related dun sa United Nations goal. So yung Sustainable Development Goal na ina-advocate ng NEDA, kung babasahin mo yung tinatawag natin Ambition 2040, ito yung plan na Pilipinas. Nakalagay doon yung mga programs nila. No? Yung program na yon, ipagpapaunlad ng iba tao, no? Kabuhayan ng tao, no? Yung pagsasaayos ng kalikasan. Yun yung tinatawag nating programa. Ng pinaka main objective is to improve the life of the people. Okay? The quality of life specifically. Okay? Kuha niyo ba? So, we go to details of this. Itong learning outcome, I want you to learn to read that, no? Try to understand what is being said here. Halimbawa, you define what's project management and discuss key elements, project management framework. Then you define the project management knowledge area, define the project management common tools and techniques, and discuss the relationship between project, program, and portfolio. So, we will go into details. No? I think we mentioned project. What is a project? So, any endeavor na ang produkto natin is pwedeng services or a hard good, no? Na temporary siya. No? It will be a project. Pero if we utilize the knowledge such as our idea on how to govern a certain activity, this will be part of the management ng project. So, sinasabi rito, project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and technique to project activities to meet the project requirements. At the activities sa project, no, we will learn that later, yung activities na yan, chronologically, sequentially. So, ang kailangan lang natin makita ngayon is when we look at the project, it is part and parcel of tools and techniques. No? Okay? So, project, then yung paggamit mo ng tools and techniques, that would be how you manage a certain project. Okay? So, I know you have project and management, diba? So, basic sa management, yung, I think, kung titingnan niyo yung mga concept, depende sa author o depende sa school of thought, merong planning, organizing, no? Related din yan dito. Kasi when we associate the word management, no, it is always related to the basic definition of management. Okay? Kaya alam, meron tayong project na minamanage, diba? Yung typical o traditional na project na tinitingnan natin, I mean, na management na pinag-aaralan nyo. I don't know if you have a subject on project management. Medyo na overlook ko na yung mga, kasi before yung college, first 2 years in college, we studied basic organization, no? And management, that's management 101. So, meron kayong planning, organizing, no? Coordinating. Okay? So, hanggang nag-evolve na, at iba-iba na yung definition. Merong reporting, merong knowing the use of the committees, no? And also, separate project na yung tinatawag. I mean, separate concept na yung project management. Okay? So look at another paragraph here showing that project management is accomplished to the appropriate application integration. The 47 logically grouped project management processes are categorized into 5 process groups. Okay? So, makikita natin yan sa isang chart or diagram. Actually, 47 is based on one book of knowledge version. No? So, iba-iba kasi yung book of knowledge natin. Yung PM book, Project Management Book of Knowledge, so BOK, PM book, PEM book, ang tawag natin, defines all activities and processes. Okay? So, yan na natin dito susunod. No? Titingnan natin yung key elements. No? So, meron itong 10 knowledge areas, no? Based dun sa typical definition natin. Kasi Project Management Institute is one authority dito sa project management. No? Merong approach o methodology kung tawagan ay PRINCE. No? Ito yung kakompetensya nitong Project Management Institute. But looking at this, sabihin natin, chart or diagram, ay, paano ito? Yan. Kita nyo ba? This shows
Yes po, sir. Kita po.
kita na. This shows the 10 knowledge areas with the tools and technique, project portfolio, and the enterprise success. So, project success dito sa baba. So, basically, I mentioned yung knowledge area. So, 10 yan. Pero dito is siyempre nakalagay, no? So, nasa gitna yung pang-5, no? Project integration management. Scope, schedule, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk, procurement, and stakeholder. Usually, itong dalawa, no? Basta hindi ko na dinidiscuss in the terms of medyo malawak yung kanyang scope. Medyo broad siya, pero we will touch into that later. So, dito pinapakita rin yung tools and techniques, di ba? So, in this case, you will look at the enabler of the so-called project management. No? So, kanina may binanggit, no? Na knowledge areas, tapos merong mga activities, no? Or process group na tinatawag. So, later on, we will touch into that also. So, one concept presented here is yung project portfolio. Di ba? So, when you say portfolio, it's separate or different to distinct projects under a umbrella, or sabihin natin objective ng isang organization. Okay? Yung enterprise success na binabanggit dito is basically related doon sa enabling processes, enabling projects. So, itong sa baba nakalagay is project success because we're looking at the 10 knowledge areas with the tools and techniques as our methodology or as our so-called enabler. Okay? So, yung sinasabi lang dito kapag maayos yung project, successful yung project, so kung marami siyang project, about is a successful, what will happen is lahat ng enterprise objective or goals will be achieved, and then masasabi natin successful yung enterprise. Okay? So we go to key elements of project management framework. So these are kumbaga sa ano is the stakeholders, no? That is divided into different persuasion or different objectives or different lines of thought, no? Ang pinakaunang elements, project stakeholder. Binanggit ko kanina stakeholder, lahat naman sila stakeholder, but number one is project stakeholder as those who are involved or affected by project activities, no? Iba-iba sila. Ang stakeholder ay pwede yung sponsor ng project, yung team, yung support, yung customer, user, supplier, even opponents of the project. Okay? Stakeholders sila lahat. Okay? So, another is the element of knowledge areas. No? Ito yung 10, di ba? And it also describes the key competencies, no? Competencies that project managers must develop. Okay? This management knowledge area. Then we have the tool and techniques, no? Kung mapapansin nyo, you need to implement the project with the use of tools and techniques, no? And this will assist project managers and team in implementing the project. Most of the time, yung 10 knowledge areas, tinatamaan yan. Kaya ini-implement yan. O ginagawa yan. Okay? So, ano pa? I think tatlo yung major element natin. Stakeholder, knowledge areas, saka tools and techniques. Which is, basically, dito naman natin nakikita yan. Ano? Stakeholder, knowledge areas, tools and techniques. Okay? So, go back to nakikita nyo ba ito? This is a version 6, I think, ng PM book, no? Project Management Book of Knowledge. So, let me look at, let me guide you on the project areas, project management area and knowledge area. Nasabi natin yung knowledge areas are the main elements, no, of these are the main elements that help us implement the project. Okay, so there are 5 major areas here: yung initiating, planning, executing, controlling, and closing. So under its major process, actually this is the 5 process, no? 5 project management process. Mapapansin nyo, several box, no? Yung mga boxes na to refers to processes, no? Okay, meron core, saka meron facilitating. Okay, so the domains or knowledge areas, ito yung 10, no? So may kulay siya. Halimbawa, stakeholder management, yung kulay itim siya dito sa akin, no? Ano sa inyo? Yung integration is kulay blue. May number siya. Tandaan nyo lang mabuti yan, no? Scope, sa akin kulay pink ito eh, no? Yung number 5. Okay? And so on and so forth. So this is how the project management is organized. So yung mind map mo should be look like this, no? Should be para hindi kayo mahirapan, it should be aligned to this. Okay? So usually kapag nag-start ka ng project, initiating ang ginagawa mo, and it is part of the integration management to do the project charter. So the next step you do is planning. Okay? So napapansin nyo, in each project management area, 5 yan, pwedeng nakapaloob doon yung 10 knowledge areas, which is represented by processes or a process map. Okay? So dito sa scope, anong mga activities sa scope? Collect requirement, una pala plan scope management, then you collect the requirement, and then you define the scope, and then you create a work breakdown structure. Okay? So yun yung activities under planning, which is part of the domain or knowledge area of scope. Okay? So meron ka pa ring scope management dito sa controlling. Diba, i-validate the scope,
Hindi na tayo nakainuman mo, Berle, di ka?
Okay,
Bye.
let's go now to the next. No? Okay, if you don't have any question on this. Okay, do you have any question on project management areas? So we'll have to. This is the tools and techniques. Actually, discuss naman natin ito thoroughly when we go to the knowledge areas. Kasi the concept or the idea that is bawat isang knowledge area meron siyang tools and techniques. Meron siyang output based on the tools and techniques. Okay? So, since we still have 14 minutes to go, no? So, yeah, we will skip this. Kasi babalikan naman natin uh, with the discussion on the specific knowledge area. Okay. Ito yung binabanggit yung isang importanteng aspect ng project management, which is relationship between project, program, and portfolio. Okay? So, ito yung mga definition and I want you to know it. No? So, program is a group of related projects, subsidiary program, and program activities managed in a coordinated manner to obtain benefits and control not available from managing them individually. Okay? So, example, yung infrastructure program. No? Okay? Usually, sa isang organization, ini-improve natin yung infra. Ang infra, usually, ito yung mga hardware na ginagamit natin when we implement a project. So, or when we not only implement the project, but perform the operationalization of all the processes of a certain organization. So, usually, ang infrastructure natin, hardware, at yung syempre yung hardware, we look at the databases, server, client, PCs, tapos yung network. Another program is application development. For example, kung gusto nyo i-improve or i-develop yung system sa buong PUP, you have to look into a program as your vehicle to achieve that because napakalaki ng application development. Maraming aspect ang pwede mong tingnan. For example, several clusters developed. For example sa amin, research and extension. So when you develop a system and then in-relate mo lahat or in-interface mo lahat, you're creating a program that would address the requirement of the OBP-RED, Research and Development Extension cluster. Kung sa student services naman, ang tinitingnan natin, we look at a program to develop such as something na pwede natin idagdag doon sa SIS. Ano yun? Halimbawa, yung connection natin after we graduate, nilagyan natin ng system yan, wherein we can still track you, we can still give feedback sa PUP, halimbawa, nakapagtrabaho na kayo, kung saan na kayo napunta. It's an application development program. Okay, yung user support, it's another type of program kung marami na kayong hahawakan activities or tasks related to support. Ano ba yung support? Dalawang klase yan. Isang maintenance support with regards to application and maintenance support with regards to hardware and software. That is part of the system. Yung hardware software na yan, siyempre yung mga OS, itong mga network systems. So meron kayong kine-configure and then you implement it as a project. So makikita natin na medyo malaki, hindi lang isang project to. So pag 1 or 3 o hanggang 4 or 5 project forms a program. Okay? So ang PUP Extension Services, for example, meron program siya para sa development ng community. Usually, yung tinatawag natin saling kaalaman tungo sa kaunlaran. So, it's a program kasi it includes several projects. Okay? So, project portfolio management. Portfolio is a business strategy of management in which organizations group and manage products program as a portfolio of investment to contribute to the entire enterprise success. You could appreciate this if you are in the private sector wherein tayo ay gumagawa ng mga uh, program, a group of program para ma-achieve natin yung goal natin to make more money out of what we have. No? So halimbawa, meron tayong capitalization ng 1 billion. So gusto natin kumita, siyempre more than that every year. Kasi that would make us more robust and more greedy siguro. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang, there are several programs combined together that forms a portfolio. So yung mga projects sa isang take the case of itong kay Villar, yung company niya. So ang dami-dami niyang pinapasukan. So ang dami-dami niyang binibili. Nag-invest sa realty, land, sa land, no? sa mga malalaking big ticket portfolio para for it to achieve the objective to make money. No? So basically, ano yung portfolio pag pinagsama-sama mo, halimbawa pumapasok sila sa food, no? Sa mga retail business, those are portfolio. Okay? Pero if you look at it, no, basically ina-associate din natin yan sa mga project kasi bawat isang line of business has projects. No? So in the entirety, you look at it as a portfolio. Okay? And then kapag nag-implement ka ng project dyan sa mga businesses na yan, halimbawa, meron siyang coffee, ano yan, binili niya yung coffee, company ni Jollibee. So, meron na siyang tapat doon sa Starbucks. Basically, meron siyang program na i-implement doon that will form a part also of the whole strategy of the company na mag-improve yung kanyang standards sa business communities at strategic siya matatalo niya sa Starbucks. Okay? So, yun yung ating tinitingnan when we look at project portfolio management portfolio. Okay? So, a portfolio is a project, program, subsidiary portfolios and operation manages a group to achieve strategic objective. So, pag samasamahin mo yung project, there are 5 related project, it becomes program. No? Okay? If there are several programs, 2 to 3 or hanggang 5 programs, it will now hold a portfolio. Okay? Which basically a activity done to achieve the strategic objective of the company. Strategic, ibig sabihin, pangmatagalan to. So, estratehiya mo ay bumili ng mga malalaking company, lalo na sa iba't ibang klase ng businesses, yung strategy mo. So, that is looking forward to the future. 5 to 10 years from now, siguro mag-i-improve kayo, magiging okay kayo. So, that is the concept behind yung tinatawag natin portfolio. Okay? So, portfolio management, nakaturo yung strategic goals, no? Doon sa portfolio. And tactical goals naman sa project management. Parang sa military rin to, no? Small group, say platoon and company, do the tactical thing. But yung mga nasa colonel level, no? Major level, yung mga rango nila, that would be more strategic. Hindi na sila sumasali sa labanan o barilan, not unless combat operation sila. Pero ang project portfolio management, if you're going to relate it, ask the question, are we working in the right project? Are we invested in the right areas? Do we have the right resources to be competitive? So it's more of a business, no, point of view na kapag gumawa ka ng mga project portfolio, uh, tama ba yung pinupuntahan natin? So it's still associated with sa project activities natin. Okay? So project management naman, we look at how it is implemented. Are we carrying out projects well? Are projects time in budget? Do project stakeholder know what they should be doing? So these are the activities done. So ito yung sort of overview. Medyo marami kayo. Ito based dun sa criteria ng scope, change, planning, management, and success. Okay? Okay? So, andyan yung definition sa taas. Okay? And also the definite explanation with regards to scope. Okay? So, that ends the lesson 2. I'm going to share this later in mga materials. Okay? So, I want you to answer this, no? And put it, I'm going to, ano na lang, no? This activities assessment, I'm going to put it in the teams, no? Para medyo, ano tayo, mas organized. Okay? So, you have to answer this, no? Ipopost ko na lang, I think, by tomorrow or by within the day, before the end of the day. Okay? Do you have any question? Okay na ba? So,
Wala naman.
okay. So, you just read, no? I'm going to post also some books, no? Yung PM book. Para ma-prepare kayo yung... actually, we're looking at IT project management. Kaya, sometimes, yung sinabi natin project management to be applied to civil works or engineering management. Wala may mga pagkakaiba. Pero the general principle is the same, no? So we look at the risk, stakeholders, the scope. Iba nga lang ang produktong tinitingnan natin. Okay? So kung walang question, ibig sabihin you get to know some concept, no? And also you are eager enough to learn or to know what are the basic, no, project management concept. Okay, so we will infuse some practical activities para lang ma-appreciate nyo rin sa mga susunod. Okay, so do you have groupings already, Mr. Carlo? Meron na ba kayong grouping? Yung grouping na sinasabi ko last time, I think na-post na ba? Pakilagay na rin dun sa Teams, no? If you have organized yourself already with a team leader, no? May assistant team leader, tapos kung sino man mga kasama sa grupo at kung ano-ano pa yung kanilang trabaho sa grupo. Okay? Yeah, with that, I think we could we'll have to okay. So I want you to take another screenshot, no? Mr. Carlo, nandito ba ba?
Mag-open po ba ulit ng camera, sir?
Yes, open ang camera uli and then I think may mga nadagdag ba? Meron ako nakikita ng ano rito. Okay, nag-chat. Ayan. Pakikuha ng isang screenshot ulit before we end this session.
Wala na po pong mag-open cam. Guys.
Paki-open ang camera. Christine May Ville. Ano ito? Villa Luna. Member ka ba sa klase? I mean, member ba siya dito? Walang date na nakalagay. Okay? Okay, open ang camera and then make a screenshot. Okay, I want to see your faces.
Okay na guys.
Yun na.
Bilang ako. 1, 2, 3, smile.
Okay?
Okay na po, sir. Send ko na lang
Sir,
po ulit sa GC.
yes. And then, as I mentioned, please put it also in the MS Teams. Okay, thank you very much for listening. And I hope
Gagawa na lang po ng panibagong file po, sir. Panibagong folder
i-add
po.
ko na lang. Yes.
Okay po.
Okay na lang. And then, just name it, pwede natin ilagay na
Class attendance po.
images, okay, pictures. Kasi may sarili namang attendance itong itong Teams. So that's why I shifted to this, kaya lang medyo nahirapan tayong gumamit. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and please read in advance. I'm going to announce later yung kindly check na lang yung MS Teams, no? If kasi I want you to work on the assessment. Okay? For lesson 2. Okay?
Yan lang po pasahanan, sir.
Ilalagay ko na lang doon. Actually, I maluwag ako sa ganyan when I put some assignment or things to do. Actually, 1 week na eh. Kasi hindi pa naman, online pa rin naman tayo eh. So, yun yung problem ko. Hindi ko kayo talaga ma-check, no? Talagang sino ba yung magagaling at matatalino rito? Lahat kasi matalino eh. Lahat nakakasagot eh. So, lahat cum laude eh, no? Nakita nyo ba yun? So, lahat President Lister, lahat Dean's Lister. Anyway, we'll have to check on that. I hope this class will be more, I think, will exert more effort to learn. No? Actually, madaling mag-aral ito online. No? Pero ang sinasabi ko lang is we need to go into a so-called behavior natin na we always strive for excellence, but we should deserve what we sabihin natin kung ano natutunan natin. No? So, ang assessment kasi mahirap lalo sa online. So, basically, pasahan dyan, tulungan, hindi nawawala yan. But we will do some little bit change by online exam later. No? So, I think December 5 yung schedule ng midterm. So, we'll just ready with that. Basahin nyo lang yung mga materials natin. Actually, yun lang naman ang ginagamit kong reference. I don't want to be unfair with you. Magle-lecture ako, tapos bibigay ako ng exam iba. Hindi mo makita kung saan. But the point is, yun yung major objective, no? Ng knowledge knowledge development. More of so-called critical thinking. Yun yung pinakamataas na level ng pag-aaral, yung critical thinking. When you know how to discern, kasi yun yung hirap sa estudyante ngayon. Puro, anyway, binoto yung mga, I don't know, hanggang ngayon, nagmubo naman ako. Binoboto yung mga magnanakaw. Joke lang. Magnanakaw ng lakas. Yung joke lang. Di ba? Magnanakaw ng kung ano man. Anyway, let's have a so-called sabihin nating learning based on what is a priority this time. So, I want you to improve yourself with regards to project kasi it's very useful. It's really, well, I extended a few minutes. No? Ang sinasabi ko lang, no, kailangan yung pag-aralan mabuti yung project management because it will help you in the application of your knowledge, such as yung development skills nyo, di ba? So, programming skills nyo. Hindi nyo may magagamit yan kung hindi nyo rin inilalagay sa tamang framework nung pag-apply niya, which is guided tayo ng project management. And kayo, I think you will be the last year in the last group of student na may project management. Kasi ano na by next year magbabago tayo ng curriculum. At isa yan sa tinanggal, no? Yung project management, software engineering, ano pa yung sa analytics, which is medyo importante yon. Pero tinanggal no? So wala tayong magagawa. It's the policy. Okay? So thank you very much. See you by... I'll announce if we still meet on Thursday, no? Okay? So basically, we'll have to do some work siguro, no? An application what we discussed today. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Bye po.